I would love to mention a story from what Amitabh Bachchan mentions. Amitabh Bachchan acted in what is that?
Great
The
Gatsby.
Great
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
And do you remember how long he's there? He's just there for a minute
Few
or so.
minutes. Yeah, yeah.
So he was called. This was shot in Australia, by the way, in the studios there. So he was called, I think, a week or a week and a half prior to the shoots,
Mm.
and he was like confused, like, "Wait, mine is a super small character, and I'm called like 1 week before the shoot." But he's like, "Yeah, it's first time Hollywood. Let me go and figure out what it is." He goes there. He himself mentions this in the interview, like when he's asked what is the difference between Western and like our Bollywood movies, and this opened my mind to everything that happens in Hollywood, and then that's where I started getting into the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
So he goes there. He meets the director. I forgot the director's name. He meets DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire.
yeah,
They sit and all day they talk about is just the movie making process. Like,
yeah,
okay, the scene that he's involved in. And next day they go and rehearse the
yeah,
scene, and the following they rehearse with like just a normal, okay, the blocking, right, who comes where,
yeah,
like who sits down, who brings this, who tells the dialogue, everything is done. Then the director goes one step ahead. The next day he does the dress rehearsal without the camera, and he calls like few like random like people,
yeah.
and he asks them to watch the scene and jot down any feedback that they have.
Mm.
And then they shoot the movie,
Mm.
and the shooting of that part happens in half a day. But the for that to happen in half a day, it took them 3 days preparation for that to happen, and it went so quick. And he mentions, um, so this is based on a book. So this character, I forgot the name of character, Amitabh Bachchan's character. It starts with W. I forgot the name of his character. His character wears a certain kind of cuffling
Mm.
for, and he does wear it in the movie. But there is a dialogue that there's a dialogue exchange between the DiCaprio's character and his character as to why he wears that, right?
Yeah,
So DiCaprio gets like, realizes at that point, wait a second, like I didn't think about this till now. Like there's this dialogue of 2 or 3 lines in the book, this character and I talk about it. Why didn't we shoot that?
yeah.
So the director and DiCaprio has a small like conversation between that, and they ask Amitabh Bachchan to stay back 2 more days to shoot that 2 lines. Huh?
The character is Mayor Wolfsheim.
Wolfram, right?
Yeah,
Exactly. So just to shoot 2 more lines, he stays back for 2 more days.
yeah,
So when you think of like a actor who's not only knowing his lines but not only knowing what he has to do, being aware of every single character around him,
yeah,
the research that goes into it, or the amount of studies that goes into is immense. That's what is a huge difference that I see
yeah,
in Hollywood cinemas. And I think, I mean, matter of fact that I know the few directors that we mentioned also do this in Indian cinemas too, right?
yeah,
Um, for I remember this KGF scene. It's in the trailer where he shoots with this gun, and then he lights his cigarettes, right?
yeah.
So
With the heat that the gun has generated, he
gun
lights
has,
a cigarette. Yes,
yeah, that is actually true. That's a Russian made gun, and the Russians used it in World War II, where there is a photo on internet where a guy lights a cigarette. So
yeah.
they
The
do that.
burning gets very hot, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
The research has started going into the cinemas, and you can see when I feel like when a product is really thought through and is really like having no defects to it, like you know what you're doing, right?
yeah.